that's the gear. Lightstones, crystals, the add-ons I'm using at the moment. And these are the buffs, Simple, Demihuman, Deep Sea. Not bothering with AP enhancers. We're gonna horse buff. Yips. And check in. I'm gonna start our timer. I'll start as soon as we jump in, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. Agris, level 2. Let's go. Oh, I don't have a pedal. Perfect. I think we skipped this one. Yeah, that's one of the things I need to improve a bit on. It's like actually skipping those. Make sure we get all of them in. Let me turn around blast. So the combo pretty much is making sure I have my poison ready for the big ones, and then I use equilibrium break for the DP thread on the small ones here. Whenever the small ones are spawning, then since they're spawning, right, I'm spamming out gore roll for like basically just like that bonus damage while they're spawning. I found that it works pretty well. Then we start like the DPing. The other thing that's like super important is making sure that I have Voltaic ready for the big pack, right? And waiting until they're a bit closer so I can nuke them with the equilibrium break for the DP thread. So here, like I just make the only thing I need to make sure is to not use Voltaic at that point, so I can have it here for the next pack. As soon as they're together, right, then we equilibrium break for the minus magic DP. And put down E at that point as well. And this is where I should have, so now I'm just gonna C-buff while waiting for this as well. I found that the 100% really just is too inconsistent in the damage because it is a max hit ability. So a lot of the times the damage just get lost to terrain or positioning of the mobs and everything. So I kind of decided to skip out on using the actual 100 and go for just the consume instead. Yeah, messed it up a bit there. Not too clean. And again, we're just gonna E-buff everywhere that it's ready. It feels pretty good, actually. I'm gonna skip this one that's behind me. I just didn't want to aggro before, so we're just gonna leave that up. That wasn't that clean. I'm just gonna see buff here while Pits pick up loot. One ability I really need to make sure I always have on cooldown here is also my lightning blast, since that's the only ability I have attack speed and monster AP on. On that, it's pretty chill. Like, you just spam whatever is up, more or less. And here, the one thing that's important is that I just keep nuking them in the front until they are in range for my equilibrium break. And that was one tide, by the way, right? So, so far, one tide. There, now all in range, so we can use the DPS thread. I found that that's the number one thing that makes me kill packs unevenly. It's that. Okay, I guess I'm like way too fast here. Mobs haven't even spawned yet. Okay. The fastest way of dealing with tides is actually killing 2 packs, right? So you kill the tide like I did now, and then you kill the pack that spawns. So the small packs here, and as soon as those mobs are dead, you switch back to another. See, and now I go back here. And that way you don't waste time, because when you kill the big ones on a tide pack, it nukes all the mobs in one go. So while the small ones are spawning now, up here on the tide pack, right? Oh my god, I'm too quick. Okay, there you go, that's a pack. Then as soon as I kill these, all the small ones will explode. That then have been spawning. I just need to make sure that I don't use what's it called? My E on this pack here, right? I need to save it for the respawn here. This is the way I found is the best way of dealing with tides, get the most value out of tides. It's running between 2 packs like this. Oh my god, wait, I'm too quick. Wait, okay, this has never happened before. Normally when I do tide packs, this doesn't happen. I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess which is really good for the AoE part here. It's a bit slow on killing the big mobs, right? But I guess it just really does well on the AoEing. I guess I shouldn't use E-buff on a tide, I just realized. Yeah, it's like, again, like I'm still learning. So I don't think I should be using E-buff since I had to wait for mobs. This is kind of crazy, right? So using e-buffs is not a good idea. Might as well save it for like make sure it's off cooldown whenever I'm done with tiding. Okay, perfect timing, dude. Oh god. Okay, that's kind of crazy. I'm starting to think maybe I need to just hang around a bit, just let my pets pick up a bit more loot. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm leaving some loot behind doing this. Like here, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of loot on the ground. Hopefully it's there by the time I rotate back. Normally I wouldn't kill this one here, but if I have to wait for mobs anyway, like, yeah, see, right? So normally I would completely skip that last mob there. But yeah, I'm just actually nuking too fast. It's kind of crazy. Guess that was the tide being done? Yeah, that was the tide. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's not good. Okay, so one tide event so far. If you remember correctly, whenever you get this one right here, you skip it as well. So you just kill and then you move on to the next, and then it should still be up when you rotate back. Oh, I made a mistake there. It's okay then, works out. Yeah, I accidentally used the Voltaic, so now it wasn't ready for the next pack. And that's like my DP thread. Okay, so that's the second tide. So we're just gonna count the tides here, right? 2 tides so far. I'm so slow right now. Weird. Yeah, I'm messing up the combo quite a bit right now. It's fine. Still learning. Okay, let me go back down here. Ooh, that felt good. That felt really good. You're just waiting for them to come closer. There we go. Since maybe we should talk a bit about that. Since this is a very like high AP cap spot. I mean, as in it has a 30% AP soft cap, right? So if you're over the cap, you only get 30% value of your AP. So since I'm way above that, it means that the greatest way of getting increased damage is from actually DP threats. A DP threat is 1-to-1 AP unmitigated, right? So that means if I'm missing out on my DP threats here, it's the same as having that same AP unmitigated. So that would be 20 for my add-ons and 15 AP for my magic DP threat, which is not a lot. Like other classes have way more, which is why Awakening Witch is probably not going to be as good as a lot of other classes. But I mean, it's really good. Let's it feels pretty good right now. We'll see in a bit how much we end up doing, but in terms of raw potential, Awakening Witch is a bit lower since it's lacking the DP threats, which is just very good here, right? But that also means it's so much more important that I land them, right? So that's why I'm waiting. Since my only DP threats are 15 magic DP, I have those on my E lava pool and my Shift+LMB equilibrium break. So that's why I'm not using lava pool on these mobs here, and that's also why I'm making sure to wait until they are grouped up proper, and then we'll equilibrium break them, so we make sure we hit all of them. Otherwise, it's going to be a big difference with some of the mobs having a lot of HP left and some mobs being dead, right? That's the main issue with it. It's the difference in mobs taking damage. See, and now we can equilibrium break. And I could use lava pool, right? But then it's not going to be up for the big ones. And I found this here just... Oh shit, sorry, there's like a alarm for... like an alarm test today. National alarm test. Dude, this seems really good, I'm not gonna lie, man. This class is murdering tides. Who would have guessed which was good at AoE? Oh, that's terrible. Misclick. So I'm on purpose not using my E-buff right now. As you can see, I have to stand and wait there for the big ones to spawn anyway. So figure... Oh no, okay. I accidentally equilibrium break when I shouldn't have. And now you see like one of the guys, like, look at how much HP has left. Alright, so that was 2 tides. Buff here. Yeah, this one is like too slow. One of those mobs just didn't want to move. But in terms of clearing, it's not worth waiting for that one. It really isn't. You just leave them and that's it, right? Why do I keep using... Okay, I'm completely butchering my combo right now. I did it again, man. I did it again. And we call this one too here. There we go. Okay, this looks like a good grouping. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. Yo, what's up? Okay. Am I missing the boss right now? Oh, that's more like it. Okay. Why is it so slow all of a sudden? Ah, I missed like that last little bit of damage. Oh my god. Wataru! Wait, are you kidding me? Bro, you're fucking trolling. Oh my god. This is why we can't have nice things. Don't mind me playing a song. Yeah, but like, stop, stop ruining the polls. Also, I don't think we can hear the song with Tara. Alright, so almost halfway there. $25 minutes in. Surely it's gonna be a great hour. I have a feeling hash is gonna do better. To be fair, it's different classes excel different things. Like, I don't think I'll be able to do 12-minute pick cave on hash, for example. Oh my god. Ooh, that felt good. That was a good one. That was a good one. Like, I'm thinking maybe back attack might be good here. If that means I can kill the big ones just a little bit faster. Small one's like pretty decent on this class, so maybe there's like some class stuff here to look into. It's not a tie, right? Yeah, it's not, so we can move on. Listen, I would love to get a telescope piece from here. I'd love to get 4 actually. Yeah, we're gonna miss this one. Ah, fuck it, let's just do both. It's a bit interesting to me that I keep getting like one mob that stays alive, which I just didn't really get on hash, despite hash having, well, I would say definitely worse AoE than Witch, right? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the aggroing I need to work on here. Like you see this one. Maybe I need like better positioning so I can pull that one proper. There's a good chance that's the issue. Actually, just pulling it. Yeah, we'll try to be like a bit more centered. Adjusting on the fly. Yeah, it's still standing out there. Oh. That was really good. That felt really good. Yeah, I think I need to just stand a bit close on them. Nobody can do Looney Tears, man. Looney is built different. But then again, like, who's gonna do those numbers other than Looney? No, us mere mortals, we're gonna have to do something like this. Oh, but we'll see. We gotten two tides so far. So if we get 2 more in the hour, then it's gonna be similar or the same as the assassin testing, right? So that would be really good in terms of comparisons. Yeah, we'll see. To be fair, I'd only been on hash for 1 hour. Like literally 1 hour before I did that 44k trash. And it definitely feels slower on Witch. But that's also why I want to do these tests here. Like I'm doing them in different places. So I did we did Pig Cave with Witch already. And Witch was absolutely nutty at Pig Cave. But debuffs doesn't work at Pig Cave either, right? Which is kind of important, seeing as Witch only has 15 DP shred. And that doesn't work. So you don't miss out. Oh my god, I used so bad. You don't miss out on too much damage with that. And a lot of other classes have like 20 or 30 DP shreds. So in that sense, Awaken Witch actually gained some relative power at the Fortune Pig Cave. Also, which is just so chill. Why 3 trillion? Why not? So the reason for 3 trillion is it's 1 million crown stones. And it seems like a lot of fun to have 1 million crown stones. So that was the goal, and 100% I was gonna hit it. I was gonna hit it, but then I decided to spend 2 months at Paddock Island and not get the merchant ring piece. And then I spent 750 billion silver on prio and accessories. So I'm not sure we're gonna reach it, but damn me if I'm not gonna try. And then we're gonna do a Giga enhancing after Calcium Ball. Sorry, Hydro Ball. That is the plan. You'd think by now I would know how to move over to the mobs. I've only grinded this like 200 hours or some shit like that. Oof, I felt pretty good. Was playing yesterday, which after 2 hours, my pinky was dead? Yeah. You use the pinky a lot. A little trick is to literally rebind your shift key. You can rebind keys in this game. Completely fine, there's no issue with that. So you can rebind your shift key to like a mouse button. And that way you don't have to deal with holding down shift until your pinky breaks. So yeah, that's I personally have no issue with pinkying, but I know a lot of people don't feel so good about their pinkies. So that's an option. That's an option. Unfortunately, there's not really anything else you can do. I mean, you can rebind it to something else, but that's about it, right? It's the same issue a lot of people have with Warrior. It's a pinky destroyer. Damn, that's like the first That's the first of all. Terrible hour, terrible hour. Yeah, like EU is a lot easier if you're trying to buy stuff. Everything just sold out on NA, always. I would love to buy some more decks. We kind of ruined my goal of the 3 trillion silver, but I would still very much take that trade. Alright, 18 minutes left. It would be very nice with an additional tide. Just for comparison's sake. I think maybe I'm jumping too far behind on my SE here. It's like it's perfect distance at Pig Cave doing SE for repositioning. But it does feel like I'm jumping maybe a bit too far away here. Oh my god. Does it ignore collision? It does. SE ignores collision. The problem for me right now is I think it might TP me too far. To get like proper back attacks. On Pig Cave, it's perfect distance. Because the Pig Cave mobs have a bit bigger units, like hitbox. So it fits perfectly where they're starting and then you SE behind them, you get perfect distance to land all the back attacks. But here, like I can show you, right? It feels like I get out of range for Volteric on the mobs that are furthest towards me when I use it, so I think I need to stop doing that. Only took me 40 minutes to figure that out. 45 minutes. See? Just a regular dash seems to go way better here. Yeah, that works a lot better. The small ones. Great, just wasted 45 minutes missing hits. Well, you can learn from my mistakes, so you don't have to make your own, I guess. Oh my god, yeah. Mm-mm. 13 minutes left. Sure, it's gonna be good, right? Alright, okay. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Don't lose focus now. Like Socknova. Oh, Socknova is supposed to be really good. Berserk's been trying to get me to sack that for quite a while now. Oh, thank God, we got a tie, we got a tie, we got a tie. Bigger number, boys. Love to see it. Do not space that. Okay, this is when we start farming. I feel like doing tides on Witch, they are so good. Like on both on other classes I've played here, even Deadeye, like I wasn't hitting respawns when I was doing tides. But yeah, I am on Witch, so that is kind of crazy to me. And we got a double tide. Okay, that's 4 tides. That's perfect. That is actually perfect. That's the same amount of tides as we got on the Assassin Hour. So perfect for comparison. Just, we don't need a 5th tide. 4 tides and we're cooking, right? We even had a double tide on Hash exactly like this, so pretty ideal testing for comparison's sake, right? Okay, we're locking in, we're locking in. so good. It's so good. Unlucky. My time is definitely off right now, but. Okay, we're gonna have to evaluate this. I'm messing up too much right now. Okay, so it also seems like here I definitely need to use SE for the repositioning. Our last 10 minutes. So again, the trick here is to kill the big ones and then the pack that spawns naturally, like the actual real mobs, not the event mobs. So you only focus on killing the real mobs here. The event mobs, they... oh my god, that's unlucky. The event mobs, they die when the big ones die. So the ones spawning when you leave it, they just get one shot. Right. So that's always good. Now, another thing with how the way tides work is that they have two ways of despawning. They can either despawn because you killed all the mobs, basically the event is over. So that's a time thing. Sorry, it can spawn, like, it despawn either when you're killing all the mobs or the time runs out. And it gives you a notice depending on which one it is, a message. Unfortunately, I forget which they are. But if you get the correct notice, basically you kill the mobs, all the mobs that spawned, then then it's definitely worth skipping and like running back and forth, because then you just add those additional regular mobs into the rotation. The problem is, of course, if you are doing that and you are actually too slow on it, so the timer runs out. Oh, depleted is the one we're looking for, right? Let's see which one. This one should despawn soon. The overflow dice have been extinguished. I don't know if that's a good or bad one, to be fair. Does anyone know if that's a good or bad message? Okay, I'm just gonna go away the other way. All right. That's a good one? Okay, there we go. That's a good one. So that's the one you want to see, and that means I did the event correctly. I did it the optimal way, in other words. And the reason I go the opposite direction right now is because of the mobs not having respawned after the event ended. So I just go the other way, it doesn't really matter. Oh no. Four minutes left. Oh no, I'm doing it again. I'm using Voltaic wrong. That's not good, that's not good. Almost done. Okay, should be 2 minutes left. Alright, let's do this, let's do this. Okay. Almost there, almost there. We can do a few more packs, we can do a few more packs. Hey, Rotaro, thank you for the raid, man. Oh, right, Rotaro ruined my grinder test. So we can add like 10,000 trash to the grind because of Rotaro ruining one of my pulls, man. Classic Rotaro. How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, that's bad. Let's skip that one. We're almost done. We got like a minute left. Actually, 30 seconds left on the test here. So bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Oh, no! Okay, last pack, last pack. We're gonna finish this pack to compensate for the grief. We were missing at least a pack. Destroying hash? I doubt it, I doubt it. But we're gonna find out, right? I actually had the exact same amount of tides, so that was 1 hour. Holy! That was like 30,000 acres. I had 40k acres exactly when we started. Wait, this might be good. What I do? So, I don't know if you saw with Taro. You pulled one of these after you. So you had one of these following you, and I went, and then it was that pack I was going to. So I went there, and I was like, I'll just kill the one that's left. So he died, but then the other one doesn't die, and the small mobs only spawn when both of them are dead. So I was like, wait, what's happening here? I've never tried that before, but so I didn't know. I was like, God damn it. So I basically killed a big group without getting anything from it. It's whatever. All right, let's see. And I put in 1 Ember to show where we started. So 3475 plus 3507 plus 1 plus 3477 plus 3475 plus 3459 plus 3475 plus 3446 plus 3481 plus 3603 3594 plus 3658 353 3467 Nah. 412 46k, boys. 46,073 trash. That's pretty good. You know what? That's pretty good, all things considered. Yeah. That's pretty good. Not top tier, like you have people out there doing 50k and all that. That's really good. That's pretty good. There we go. Time to test a... I guess it's time to check Warrior next. I'm gonna get my Agris back, and then we're gonna do this on Awakened Warrior, and yeah, surely it's gonna be great.